Hello, this is Horror Studio One, and this is my unedited podcast. Horror Studio One here once again with you all, and this is our unedited podcast number 11. And I'm very happy to say that I am having a good day. Besides that, I want to thank all you guys for your continued support. I know I say that every video, but I do appreciate you guys. And yeah, I have a new, upload schedule that I can confidently talk about. As you guys may know already, these unedited podcasts are uploaded daily. And I want to actually set a schedule right now with you guys that I will try to keep throughout the rest of the summer and into 2016 as well. And hopefully I'm able to do that and you guys continue watching my videos, alright? So this will be the new format. Besides these great, uncut, raw, unedited videos that you get every day, I will also be giving you guys my own writing stories on Monday. Written stories, what am I saying? Written stories on Monday. And on Wednesday, it will be a free-for-all day, meaning, anything that comes to mind, really. Maybe some countdown stuff, a creepypasta, those short, scary stories where it's like a fire. I don't know if you guys have watched those. If you guys haven't, go back to my channel and please watch them. It's like a fireplace, and then I'm just no music, nothing, just me talking. Those ones are actually, I just want to talk a bit about those, actually, I can. They are actually not unedited, despite the fact that I don't add music and I, don't have any photos and pictures. They are actually, they are edited, but I do try to finish each story because they're so short in one take. And a lot of times I think I have been improving lately, so I am able to do that. Yeah, I honestly, not to sound cocky or anything, but I kind of feel like my narrating skills are improving, and techniques are improving, so I'm pretty happy about that. I mean, if you guys watch my earlier videos, which, if you want to do that, if you have some time, you can go back and watch them, like my first, 10 to 20 videos. If you watch that stuff, it's pretty, it's not really bad, but the equipment I had back then wasn't as good. My editing skills weren't as good. Maybe the music was a bit louder than my sound, or a lot of people were commented how soft I or how quiet I was, kind of thing. And this one person said that for my childhood photo video, they said that, oh, did you finish the last lines in sign language or whatever? And I found that pretty funny, but that goes to show how much they, my older videos were, bad quality, bad equipment, kind of thing. But yeah, if you guys want to take a look, I personally find that my new narrating technique has gone a lot better. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. Pat on my back. Thank you very much. So yeah, just to get into today's topic, if you guys have read the title and clicked on it because of the amazing title I usually put, it is about predators. Contrary to popular belief, I am not a very dark person. I have not experienced many traumas in my childhood, which has caused me to be in love with the paranormal and share all these creepy, disturbing, deep web stories with all you guys. Nothing like that has happened to me before. The reason I do it is because I like it. But if you guys have watched my previous, one of my previous podcasts, I don't remember the number, but I was talking about terrifying childhood experiences. If you guys have watched that one, you guys probably still remember that kind of half-jokingly story I told. But I mean, it was pretty freaky at the time. But if you look back on it, it's not a big deal, to be honest. But yeah, if you guys have seen that, you guys will know that my life has been very good. No predators have ever come and try to do stuff to me. So I've always been the predator myself. No, I do not prey on children. That was a joke. I was referring to females. But anyways. Oh man, where did that come from? What the fuck are you doing? Aren't you Horror Studio One? You're supposed to be a very solemn character. You're supposed to be a horror channel. Come on, man. All right. I'm gonna go back to Horror Studio One and not myself. Yeah, but I do have some experiences that I can tell you actually that freaked the shit out of me, and it was the closest I have come to a predator or that kind of story, I think, in my opinion. And I'll tell you guys why is because I was on Reddit the other day, and then I was looking through posts and stuff, and I actually I wanted to use this post as a scary story. I thought it was a scary story. I thought it was a ghost story. But when I clicked on into it and I read the whole thing, it was actually like a pedophile story. And that kind of reminded me, I'm not even sure if it really connects, but it just, the image popped up in my mind. Today I read that story again to see what I could do with it, and I put it under the title pedophile story. I was gonna do like a 10 predator story or something like that, but I guess I haven't gotten a lot of submissions. If you guys want to submit, predator stories, or you almost getting attacked, or when you were a kid you almost got kidnapped, stuff like that, you can put it on the comments below, and then hey, if I have enough of those good ones, I can compile a video, and then I can share your stuff with the world, basically. So I was going through that, and then I reread that today, and I was looking at it, and it reminded me of two experiences I had, not as a kid, but as like a teen, or like just actually not even long. It was like a couple of years ago. I can tell you guys about that story if you guys want, and I'll tell you guys those two stories, and then I'll share with you guys the pedophile story that I read, because that's a pretty creepy one compared to mine, and I'll kind of save it for the end. Today's podcast is kind of, I guess, more, doesn't have really a central theme, but I guess the predator and the feeling of being predatored against is the central theme of our stories today. So I'm gonna get started, but before I do, I gotta get a drink of tea. Actually, I'm drinking tea today because fucking my throat is gonna die. Oh, baby. All right. Anyways, by the way, since you guys know I'm Canadian, I'm drinking Tim Hortons. So, props to those guys who support the Canadian content, Canadian industry kind of thing. So, here we go. I'm gonna start my first story, and it is about when I was about 19. I lived in a different city. The city was a big city. It was a super big city, and every night I would, because it was the summertime as well, and I didn't really have many friends in that big city because I was new to it and stuff. So, and I mean, I didn't have to work and I didn't have to go to school since it was summertime. So I spent a lot of time going out to bars, the famous, clubs kind of thing, and I spent a lot of time doing that stuff, meeting new friends, people that were from North America or from Canada or something like that. And I met a lot of those people, and there would be times, I mean, my main transportation would be the subway, actually. So I would take the subway, I would go, and then I would have to come back very late in the middle of the night, take the subway, and then to go back home. So this one experience I had it wasn't anything super creepy. I'll just give you guys that. It's not really creepy, but to me, that moment, I think I've never been so terrified in my life, okay? So I was just taking the subway, and then there was a lot of people there, okay? It was nighttime, around 8 p.m. It wasn't really late in the middle of the night, but it was, dark, and there was a lot of people around even. And I actually just walked out of the subway, and the moment I walked out of the subway, what people would do, there would be kind of like homeless individuals who would be beside the entrance of the subway so that they could beg for money, basically. And a lot of them would be putting on shows, doing some performances even, basically trying to make a living like that. And I respect that because I haven't told you guys a story, but I actually have performed on the street as well. I do singing sometimes, so I have experienced performing on the street, and then people having like a kind of like a basket or like the thing out, and then people throw coins and that kind of stuff, and I've done that for a while. I did that for a summer actually as well. So this was so I just totally just got off that kind of different kind of story, but yeah, that's a totally different story. If you guys want to hear about it, just tell me about it. I can tell you guys all about it, but it has nothing to do with ghosts, the singing story, I mean. But yeah, so man, my voice today. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm back. So basically, I was walking out the entrance of the door, and it was pretty late and there was a lot of people. And the moment I turned to look to my left side, there was a man there begging for money. Now, you may be asking, what the hell is so scary about, a man begging for money? I mean, everyone does it. I mean, every homeless person does it. But the reason why it was so freaking freaky was how he looked. Basically, he looked like he's probably a burn victim. So he got burned before. And also, some of both his arms were missing. And he was basically just sitting there, and he was crouched down, and he kind of didn't look like I'm not trying to be mean, but he didn't look like a human being in that light, in that setting. And I just turned around and I saw him on the floor looking at me. And the creepiest part of all was he was playing music, and the music sounded like the creepiest music ever. It was like the music that you play a video game and then it's like the boss and you have to fight the boss. It's that kind of suspense music. And there was this kind of guy just standing there, and I turned around, the music was playing, and I just screamed. I swear to God. And then, oh man, I was so freaked out. The people around me were like looking at me like, what the F is wrong with this guy? I didn't legitimately scream like that, but I was like, kind of thing, right? I was in shock at this sight, really. And then he wasn't talking. I think there was something, it's very misfortunate that what happened to this individual. I'm pretty sure that he's been through a lot as well, but it's just that sight, and he was a really old man, and it just scared the crap out of me, man. And I was so freaked out. I ran away basically from that situation. And yeah, I can go into my second story actually. The second story happened around, when I was around 20 or something like that as well. Basically, I was doing door-to-door sales. Okay, so I had a job. It was more like a summer opportunity and stuff, and then it was basically like a pyramid scheme. Okay, so basically what they do is they get you to. We were selling products. Okay, I'm not gonna say what kind of products, just so that people don't guess. And then I'm trying to, people will say, oh, you're, doing false advertising, or you're calling that company a scam. I'm not gonna say what kind of products, but basically these are door-to-door products that you had to physically go into somebody's house and sell it to them and their families, kind of thing. And is someone back? Yeah, I think someone came back from. I was just home alone, so. It's kind of freaky, but yeah. So basically, I was doing that for a while, and then I was selling the product door to door. Basically, their strategy was that I had to find all my friends, and then I had to get all my friends' moms to buy, and then they would give recommendations, we call it. Sorry guys. Their friends, and then their friends, and then their friends, and we would get recommendations to oh, I am Bob's cousin's friend whose name is Michael's cousin's classmate. Hi, my name is Joe, kind of thing. Can I come and display this awesome product for you, please? And then that's how we kind of did our job. So I did a lot of door to door. The one experience I will never forget though is one when I had to go to, actually I think it was one of my brother's friends or something like that. And then basically it was like not even a close friend. It was a pretty, distant friend, acquaintance really, to be honest. So I went to his house and I drove there, and then I waited at his door, but he wasn't there yet. He didn't arrive home yet. So basically I was waiting, but then time was almost up. We were supposed to be for 11, but then it was like 11:05. So I went and I rang on the doorbell. I knocked on the door. I was like, hey, excuse me, blah, 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 sir. And then who opened the door was the freakiest shit. It was his father, okay? But he looked so freaky. Like, he basically, I don't know, man. He looked like, I don't know how to describe this individual. Like, he'd been doing a lot of cocaine when he was younger, and then now he just, it looked like it was like a guy who had done a lot of cocaine, had exercised a lot, and had not slept in 3 days. That, if you put all that together in a guy that's like around 60 years old, that's how he looked like, and his teeth were pretty yellow. And he was like, oh, come in, kind of thing. And he scared the shit out of me, man. I'm not trying to be mean, but like I'm for sure, well, I'm not for sure, but hopefully he's not a bad guy. But just the fact that, oh my God, like that And I was so freaked, and he kept on trying to get me in the door. And I was like, oh, no, all right, I'll wait in my car. When does Michael come home? He's like, no, come in. I'm like, oh, no, it's okay. And then eventually I was, kind of dragged into the house. But, of course, this turned out to be a flop. The guy never showed up, so I don't know what kind of friend my brother has. Anyways, but the guy's dad turned out to be super nice. He gave me tea, and then we bonded for a bit. I didn't really ask him, hey, why do you look like that? And I never really asked him that, but we kind of just talked over some random stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'm doing this job right now, man. I'm blah blah blah. I'm still in school, and then he's like, oh, good. Young people, and he talked a bit about life kind of with me, and then I left, and then it wasn't as bad as I would have thought. I did not get murdered. So yeah, I mean, I know if you guys are thinking, it's like, what does this have to do with predators? I know. It just reminded me of it. The story just reminded me of it. So that's why I wanted to tell you guys. It could be connected. It's not connected. Hey, it doesn't matter if you sat through this whole thing. At least you were kind of entertained. The stories weren't too bad, weren't they? No? Yes? Okay. I see how it is. Yeah, so it wasn't too bad. So, those are my 2 stories. And I will tell you guys the Reddit post. It's really fucking creepy. It's 10 times creepier than, anything that's happened in my life. The Reddit post that I saw online. And I'm going to read it for you guys, and then I'm going to give my own take on it because it is pretty disturbing. Okay, let me 1 second. I'm going to find it first. Never mind, it's right here. Yeah, I actually put the title of this page. I was going to call it Horrifying Predator Encounters. And then, oh no, that's the title of this video, I think. Okay, anyways, I was going to call it Pedophile Stories. But I didn't write down the guy who uploaded this text, so you guys are just gotta take my word for it. No, I didn't make this up. No, I did not. I really didn't. So yeah, I'm just gonna read it. So this happened to me when I was 12 years old. One night I was sleeping in my room. It was in the summer, so I had my window opened a bit. I was sleeping in my boxers this night and didn't use blankets since it was extremely hot. Anyways, it was hard to sleep, so I was going to get up to get some ice, and when I opened my eyes, there was a man looking at me, with his arm moving around under his waist. I think you know what he's doing, and he's breathing heavily. I am a dude, so I was really creeped out. My mom's room was right next to mine, so I knocked on the wall, and in a minute or two she came into my room and saw the man. She started yelling at the top of her lungs at him, and he ran off. She called the police, and he was found in an alleyway finishing up what he was doing. Wow, that's fucking gross. The cops arrested him. The next day we got a call and they told my mom that he had been watching me sleep for a couple weeks. He said that night was the first time he greased the pan while watching me. Oh my god. I no longer live there anymore, but I still hate that man watching a younger kid sleep. Man in my window. Let's not meet. Oh, okay. This actually confused me for a bit. So, the man was outside his window. Was he? Okay, he was outside the window. Okay. Oh, okay, he opened his window and then the man was outside the window. I thought the man was inside his house. Okay, that's fucked up. Still, it was outside the window and then he was obviously, jerking it to this young boy when he was 12. That is gross. So yeah, that is the Predator story for you that reminded me of those 2 events I had. I know it's not really connected. Yeah, just haters gonna hate. Go ahead, write it. This has nothing to do with anything, blah, blah, blah. Go ahead. I just wanted to share it with you guys. And, I think that now I've been on YouTube for a while, I'm pretty sure that I'm allowed to do that, aren't I? I mean, you guys are my friends, or as one of my kind of subscribers has sent me an email. She calls herself my friend. So FRAIND. So like a fan and a friend. So that's a pretty cool name. I think I'm going to use that for you guys now. Friends. All right, you guys are my friends. So you guys are my friends. So I mean, there's nothing I can't share with you guys, right? So here are my 2 stories, and that is the story of the pedophile kind of thing. So if you guys like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and finishing this whole thing. I know some of my videos are really long. Like every one of them is like 40 minutes. Not at least 10 minutes, and some of them go out to 40 something minutes. So the fact that you guys sit through it, I really appreciate that. And I'm really happy that, I can just ramble and ramble and ramble with these unedited podcasts. So yeah, see you guys tomorrow and for number 12. And hope you guys have a good day. Thank you.